Welcome to part 3 of my own personal workout series here. Today's day is my bridges and handstand or inverted push-up series. So just warming up here, getting started, I do 2 main bridge progressions. One is the straight leg bridge, kind of similar to what you have here, kind of focus a little bit more on the hamstrings. Then the other is the bench bridge that you'll see in a minute. So my focus here is I'm trying to really make sure that my back is engaging and kind of condensing, if you will, towards my spine, something new that I'm working on with all of my movements. And then the bench bridges, which I think are step 3 or 4 in the Convict Conditioning series. This has definitely been a very helpful step in bridging. My posterior chain's never been terribly strong. It's never been very flexible, and the anterior chain bridging very, very difficult. So using this as a way to really dial in how my back is supposed to be engaged, my legs and everything, to adequately give myself a good bridge is helping a lot. So this is the main move I have for my hamstrings and my bridging activation. I have the figure 4 axis where I'm basically pulling off of the floor. Remember, bridges are a pulling movement, they're not a pushing movement. I'm pulling with my hamstring on the straight leg. The other leg is more kind of just an assistance to keep balance and to help a little bit. It's a little bit easier than if I was doing it solely on one leg. You can see how my range of motion is starting to shorten down. The technique is starting to erode a little bit. Still focusing on using my back, using my lats to extend my spine, extend my hip. It's a very good exercise for extending both of those. Unlike a lot of movements that extend either just the hips or maybe just focusing on the spine, does great at bringing tension throughout your entire back and your hip and hamstring. So really it's a unique move, really gets the entire posterior chain from your shoulders all the way down to your ankles. I'm also working on keeping my toes pulled so that I'm not pointing my toes too much. I find that makes it a little more difficult on the hamstrings. This has been a great move for me. I've added well over an inch to my thighs just in the hamstring from that move alone. And then back onto the bridge here, focusing on trying to get my hands to push straight down and in. A lot of times I used to have tension in my wrists when I was doing this. It was because I didn't have enough pulling going on in my back. I was treating it as a pushing move, and again, bridges are not pushing moves, they're pulling moves, pulling the back, pulling with the hamstrings, pulling with the lower back, and so on. So once again, just set number 2 here. I usually do, again, 2 to 3 sets of each one, getting a little bit more range of motion. Now, it takes me some time to get the bridges warmed up, to get that posterior chain turned on, but also to stretch out the anterior chain a little bit. So it's not until the 2nd or 3rd set where I really feel like I'm in my groove and I can really get my muscle activation kicked on in the same manner that I would like. So once again, getting both sides, of course, and then back onto the bench bridges. Now I'm really starting to feel it. I'm also trying to really focus on keeping tension in my shoulders. My shoulders, keeping my elbows closer together, kind of clamping them down. When I used to have a lot more pain in my wrists, it was because things were spread apart too far as the elbows go. And then just to kind of as a little finisher, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, but some hamstring curls on the TRX. Once again, unfortunately, I don't have my straps here at the gym. They don't allow them here at the gym anymore, so I have to make do with the archaic TRX here. Putting your hands on your lap like this also makes it a little bit harder than if you have your arms on either side of you, and you are now lifting more weight, plus you're not using your upper body to assist you. Usually 10 to 15 repetitions, and trying to pick up my hips as much as I can when I'm lifting up. Okay, we got the handstand push-up. I use these ledges here at the gym. They're a perfect height. They're about 5.5 feet tall, and I just use them to support my foot. I know I'm at a bit of an angle here. I'm not a perfect handstand, but I'm trying to go more for repetitions. A lot of times when I see people doing handstand push-ups, they're not getting the high reps that I usually want afterwards. So I'm trying to get into the double digits here. That's why my feet are supported. And then just for good measure, I like to throw in some of these tricep extension moves, keeping my back tight, keeping my chest engaged as much as I can as well. These are, I've made a video on this in the past. This is a tricep floor extension. It is my tricep move of choice these days, save of course for push-ups and dips. And it's great because you can instantly make it much harder, much easier. The elbows coming down to the floor each time, making sure that they are coming straight down, straight back, not coming out to the side, not allowing my hands to like rotate or twist it all onto the floor. So that way I'm getting a little bit more tricep activation. You can see here in the second set, trying to get more vertical. Now that things are warming up, keeping the elbows in, but you can see, because of course I'm working the triceps harder, this is getting much more difficult. I'm only getting a handful of reps now, so the full body handstand push-up totally out of the question at this point, so that's why I definitely put my feet up on a ledge to support myself. Also, I'm trying to focus on pressing up my entire body, not just keeping my head off the ground as well. Subtle difference, but it makes a big impact when it comes to the muscle activation in the shoulders. So once again, the triceps, when the knees come back further, that makes it harder. When you go forward more, that makes it harder. You can also, of course, just fully straighten out your legs and go on your toes, not quite that strong yet. This is one of those moves that definitely can be done for high reps, very beneficial for high reps. Usually I go for 12, 15 repetitions at a time. Nails the hell out of the triceps. So there you go, folks. There's my push and bridge routine for you. So then be fit, live free.